Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Bongani Ngala. It's been a year since I've graduated a PhD at UKZN. The previous video I posted, I made a promise to my followers that I will reflect on my PhD journey. My journey started back in 2011 when I won a prestigious scholarship from National Research Foundation, briefly NRF. Then I was stationed at Agricultural Research Council in OVI under Toxicology Department. So I had two supervisors. One was coming from on the support in terms of ARC, and the other one was coming from on the support at the University of Pretoria. And the journey sort of ended 3 years later, which was 2014, where we couldn't find each other with respect to agree on certain elements with my research. Thereafter, I decided to deregister and seek alternative, which is employment. Thereafter, got a job at Pearson Institute of Higher Education as an internship manager. So I thought that it's necessary for me to report this matter to NRF since I was funded by them, that I'm unable to finish my goal due to the misunderstanding or due to disagreement with certain elements with my research with my supervisor. Thereafter, what they agreed to do, they said that they understood where I was coming from. However, for me I have two options, whether getting a PhD done with any other institution or pay back the money that has been invested in this. So the easy way out for me was to get it done. Thereafter, I've approached Dr. Hlenge Mongwa from UKZN to be my supervisor, of which she gladly agreed. Fortunately, I was her first PhD student. And then I also had an engagement with Dr. Toza Makwebana from VUT, and also she agreed to be my co-supervisor. So the interesting thing that I noted about UKZN is that they had an agreement that has to be signed between supervisor and a student to agree on the deliverables, of which we signed it. Thereafter, in our first virtual meeting we had in January 2017, we agreed that the work that will be done between the three of us, and we have to agree on a 7 days strategy. If I submit a document on day one, within day 7, I must get feedback, of which has been happening during the duration of my studies. I was quite fortunate to have these two lovely ladies to be my supervisor, to be part of my journey, to be part of my story. Because one of the things that there was support in terms of financially, since I was not funded by anyone, since NRF cannot fund it twice, and they were there for me with respect to reading my work, and also in terms of assisting and guiding me with the essays that I needed to perform. So the advice I can give it to other students that it is imperative that identify a supervisor who is young with respect to in their career, who are keen to grow themselves as well, and also who are keen to see a student growing and graduating within a given time. And importantly, it's good to have someone with funding. Money is important if you're doing your studies, so don't have to stress about money. Fortunately, I was quite fortunate having these two supervisors. In isiZulu sebengiphakathi komhlane nembeleko, because I had Dr. Qwebana the other side and Dr. Mbonga this side as well. So I'll do submissions in terms of the consumables, and they will handle the matter. So my role was to ensure that my work is done. So as I put it before, that I was employed on the full-time basis. So the PhD is a project for the time frame, which was 3 years, is based on the agreement I made with KZN. For a project, it must have time frames and deliverables. So you, as a PhD student, it's very important that you adhere to your time frames and you do your work. You work on the daily basis. If you're not in the lab, you're writing. If not writing in the lab, every day, 7 days a week, that's what you need to do. And I did that consistently for 3 years. In doing that, you achieve. Certain things need to be kept on hold, and you need to tell your loved ones that this is the project you're embarking on. You need their support. Fortunately, I had quite a good support as well, family-wise and my friends, especially um, Zintle Gasa and Nolwazi Nduli. So they were a pillar of my strength in my journey. And I really appreciate their presence in my life as well. So it's more about discipline. It's more about discipline, hard work. You have to read a lot. In my office, if you can check, I don't have even a single book. I've got articles. At home, I've got articles. You need to read a lot. It's not for lazy people. You need to read a lot. Fortunately, based on the work that I was putting in, and I was in 3 laboratories. One work was done at a Pearson, of which I'm grateful for them to allow me to do one of my objectives. The other objective was done at UKZN, which I did about 2 there, and the third one was done at VUT, and the fourth one was done at ARC in the Ondersport campus. I'm quite grateful for Dr. Ashwin as well, who gave me his laboratory to make use of to analyze part of my experiments. So it calls for a lot of teamwork, it calls for a lot of engagement, it calls for a lot of organizing and ensuring that you have people that are in your corner that you can actually trust and that you can actually know that if you have these people, you will achieve your goal. So in closing, I will say thank you, Dr. Mbongwa. Thank you, Dr. Tozama, for your assistance, for your supervising me. And also thanks, Dr. Ashwin, for giving me your laboratories. And Dr. Mlu Ngobo at UKZN for allowing me to use his laboratories as well. I really, really appreciate that. And to my 2 best friends, Nolwazi and Zintle, thanks, guys, for your support. Thanks, guys, for being there for me at all times. And also ensuring that yeah, for everything you did during my studies, I really appreciate, and also for being patient for me or not being there for you at all times. I appreciate that a lot. And the next video that I want to engage you guys on, it's work readiness, because one of my key interests is to ensure that young people are aligned with the industry. They are embarking on the careers that the industry seeks. So we're going to look into those careers, which jobs that are still in demand in South Africa. We're going to look at how to package yourself, how to brand yourself with respect to a CV, covering letter. So I'm gonna have series of videos tackling that matter. And so how can you, as a young graduate, fit in the fourth industrial revolution with your career? How can you ensure that you grow? For those who are recently employed, you grow and develop and contribute meaningfully in the organization. Thanks for now, and thanks for watching, and keep on liking. If you like this video, just click and follow me back. If you've got any questions, you can put them in the comment section. I'll respond to you. Thanks.